It can be hard for teenagers to juggle good grades and a social life, but this teenage author says it is doable.
That's right. Local Utah teen Emily Erickson is here to talk about her book for that struggling student in your life. Welcome, Emily.
Thank you so much for having me.
So a quick flip through your book. It is very organized, and you really give teens a step-by-step look of how to study, how to organize, how to create a life that can be very successful, right?
Yeah, I start from the beginning talking about mindset, breaking down the misconceptions about who can get A's and what it takes to get them. And then from there, I build it up, talking about time management, staying organized in school, how to approach different classes, how to succeed taking tests, how to talk to your teachers, and pretty much everything that's relevant that you need to know to get straight A's.
I am so impressed by you. I'm just fascinated. Okay, you graduated from high school 2 years ago.
Yes.
You published in March. What was the inspiration? Are you drawing on your own high school experience and what worked for you?
Yeah, I had a lot of experimentation when I was going through middle and high school. I knew that I wanted to get straight A's, but figuring out exactly how to do that was kind of a journey for me. I found that a lot of the books which are currently on the market are written by people who haven't done it recently or haven't actually gotten A's themselves. And then also the middle and high school audience. It's a very different ball game playing or getting A's in high school versus in college. And I feel like a lot of books are written for college students, but not really for that middle or high school aged group of students. And so I really wanted to share my experiences and pass what I've learned on to the next generation of students.
Emily, you are 19 years old, first year at Utah University.
Sophomore, actually.
Oh, you're a sophomore. So do you have a knack for it? Does this come naturally? Why did you decide to write a book basically mapping it out for other kids?
Yeah, because it was so much of a process of discovery for me. Trial and error, learning things, learning how to study efficiently. And the final month of my senior year, I wanted to share my experiences so that other students have an easier time and can hit the ball running early on.
Yeah, you say that people have misconceptions about what it might take to earn straight A's. What are some of those?
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest is that you have to be a genius to get straight A's. And honestly, that is such a misconception. If you put in the work and you know where to put in the work so that you're working smarter instead of harder, I think it's well within reason that any student can strive to get A's. And then also, I think most harmfully, there's this misconception that in order to get straight A's, you have to study 24 hours a day and have no social life, have no sleep life, go mentally insane to get straight A's. And that isn't true either. If you realize what it takes to get straight A's, getting a high enough percentage on every assignment, every test, so that at the end of the semester, your grades are above the 93 or whatever cutoff your teacher has established, you can get A's, and you can have a life outside of school, too.
Is this how you have prepared for college, too, that you laid the groundwork and it's helped you get through college as well? A lot easier, more efficient?
Definitely, yeah. I still use a lot of the strategies in my book to this day. They've evolved a little bit because college is a little bit different than middle and high school, but definitely the building blocks are the same for anybody in any grade.
Can you share a quick tip? Maybe if somebody's saying, but this just isn't me, I don't know how to study, or I'm just not as smart as Emily. Is this for anybody?
I would say one of the things that I talk about the most in my book is setting up what I call systems of academic cruise control, because there will be days when you're tired, where you have a headache, where you're not feeling it, really. And having systems in place, such as planners, such as relationships with your peers and your teachers, to bring up the energy level. Having these systems in place to keep you on the path to success on days where you're really not feeling it, those are what form the basis of academic success. And I go into a lot of detail about that in my book.
Incredible.
And I do like it's very bite-sized too, some of your strategies. So this is a great book for any teen, any parent to go through with them. You even have one on retention and memorization. I'm sure some adults could be benefiting from that too.
Will you leave us a copy?
The Art of the A. I love it. Available now for purchase on Amazon. Emily, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're awesome. So inspiring.